Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brooks Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of October 14th, 2020. Let's get right into it. First up, we have the last issue of Batman and the Outsiders, issue 17. This finishes Brian Hill's run on Batman and the Outsiders and Batman and the Outsiders, this incarnation of Batman and the Outsiders. So sad to see it go, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the story ends. It's really good. If you get a chance, check it out for yourself. Next up, we have one that, thank God, there's only this issue and one more left, and that's The Batman's Grave. Warren Ellis has kind of tainted my view of this book as with certain things that came out. But now that I'm almost done, yay. Next up is Bloodshot number 9. Yes, I have actually got a Valiant book in my pull list. Valiant's been, they haven't been going full bore back to publishing yet. They're gradually going back. But we tend to be shorted Valiant books, or they're damaged a lot of the times in shipment. So that's why I haven't had any Valiant books on my list, because they keep popping up at different times. I did get Raw 7, so there's that. Next is a new one from Image Comics and Steve Orlando, and that is Commanders in Crisis number 1. I wanted to check this one out and see if it was any good. Steve Orlando's not bad. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. Next up, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal number 4. Nice shiny cover there. Yeah, we're continuing the Dark Knight's Death Metal, and it maybe has something to do with Watchmen with that little button on the cover. So we'll see. Next up is a 80-page Giants from DC, and that's DC The Doomed and the Damned number 1. And yeah, it's just a collection of spooky, damning, and doomed and damned stories. We'll see what it entails. I did get that Legends of the Swamp Thing special, and that was really good. Had a bunch of really good stories in it, so if you get a chance to snag that up, it's good. Next up, we have Detective Comics number 1028. We are past 1027, and now we're entering into 1028. We don't have to worry about anniversary issues for a little while, hopefully. But yeah, I can't wait to dive back into Detective. That's not associated with Joker War or 80 years of the 1000th appearance of Batman or whatever. Yeah. So next up, we have Flash number 763, and this is Williamson is off of Flash now. This starts a new creative team or a fill-in creative team. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens with Flash going forward. Williamson did an amazing job on his run of Flash, starting with Rebirth back in 2016. Just an amazing 4 years on the title. And yeah, cannot wait to see what he has in store for us at whatever he's doing post Flash. If you do want to kind of get a finish to his story, make sure to pick up Dark Knight's Speedverse or Dark Speedverse or whatever. I don't remember it. Pick up the Flash one. Yeah. Next up, we have Vendetti's Hawkman at number 28. Hawkman and Hawkgirl are no longer able to reincarnate or live multiple lives. This is their last life, so we'll see what that entails. Vendetti's thrown them into JSA era, so I'm curious to see how Hawkman goes through here. But introducing the JSA is something that people have been super excited about and definitely wanting back in the DC universe since Rebirth, so we'll see. Next up is another final issue, and that's the final issue of Justice League Odyssey number 25. Apparently, Justice League 54 is... You read that after this. I read it before it, but it came out before it. Yeah, it's one of those confusing things. Justice League Odyssey's been entertaining. I've enjoyed it. It's one of those things where it's one of those space kind of Justice League stories with a different type of team dynamic. But I'm sorry, it's hot. We took a walk to go drop off my ballot at the library, so it was a little hot. So I'm like, my brain is kind of like, oh, rest and relaxation. So, but yeah, Justice League Odyssey was really good. I can't wait to see how this issue wraps it all up. Next is a new one from Tom King and George Fornes, and that's issue 1 of Rorschach from Black Label. I got to read an advanced copy of this, so I can tell you it's amazing. It's Tom King, so it's also just amazing. And yeah, I cannot wait to dive in and reread it. And yeah, make sure you grab a copy. It's good stuff. Next up, we have Tom Taylor's Seven Secrets number 3. Issue 2 was good, so I'm going to keep going with Seven Secrets. Boom is just knocking it out of the park with the titles that they have that are basically really good titles, and people are just loving. It's really nice to see kind of that quality of a book come out of Boom, considering Image has struggled with that for years. But yeah, tons of great stuff from Boom. You should be checking it out. Another Tom King book this week, and that is Strange Adventures number 6 of 12. This is the very interesting Mitch Gerard's cover with the skeletons on it. That's an amazing cover anyway. There's 2 covers, you pick both up. But yeah. Sorry. You have, if you're not reading Strange Adventures, you need to. It's great. It's awesome stuff, and you need to be reading it now. So track down those early issues and pick it up because it's great. Next up, we have Superman 26, where Superman's going to go up against this new villain, so to speak. But I'm not hugely behind the villain or why the villain exists. So hopefully that gets explained soon. But yeah, we'll see. Next up is a new one from Aftershock. I normally don't pick up Aftershock books, single issue. I did pick, the only one I really read is Animosity. But this one looked interesting. It's from the Miranda Brothers, and it's called We Live, issue 1. There's a wonderful fold-out cover here for the thing. It's really cool. But the other cool thing I thought that I found was there is a Q code down there on the bottom. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. Yeah, there's a Q code. So if you scan that, there we go. If you scan that, it will play a song called White Whale. It goes to a YouTube page. And there's that one, and then there's one at the end of the book, I Will Follow You, right there. I actually listened to, it's kind of like music to listen to while you are reading the issue, and it was really good, but this got shut off. Son of a bitch. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, it's still recording. It looks like it got shut off. So weird, that little circle. Anyway, We Live. It looks really good. I actually read this already, and man, it's a decent story. Really interesting concept. I cannot wait to actually read issue 2. But if you get a chance, check out We Live. Your store might not have ordered a ton of copies of it, considering Aftershock is not one of those publishers that people tend to lean towards, but I highly recommend you track down a copy because it was just a really good issue, and the music that they had for the soundtrack was pretty good. Last up on my pull list is Wonder Woman number 764. So again, we're getting Tamaki, and Plu is drawing. Steve Plow, Puge, I don't know. Yeah, but I need to get caught up. Wonder Woman, I have, with this one, 3 issues to read. That's how many I'm behind. But I actually plowed through a whole bunch of comics recently, and the only things I need to catch up on are the 2 issues of Wonder Woman and The Walking Dead Deluxe. But I think with Walking Dead, I'm going to actually wait and read a whole bunch of issues all at once. I might read issue 1 just to kind of get a feel for the new colored versions, but definitely going to hold off on reading those single issue. Just, I never did it before, and I prefer it in larger chunks. So we'll see. But yeah, Wonder Woman, I gotta get caught up on, so that's gonna be at the top of the pile, going for reading through this stack of books. Because technically I've already read all the ones I really wanted to read, which is Strange Adventures, Rorschach. Yeah. Did grab some variants this week. First up on the variant is Batman and the Outsiders number 17, because I love Batman and the Outsiders, so I have to make sure I get all the covers. The second print of Batman 3 Jokers came out. So he's got the little shark head there on the second print, but it looked cool, so I'm gonna go with it. It's John's, it's Faybook, it's great stuff. You be buying it anyway. I did get the peach variant for Commanders in Crisis. I thought it was a really cool one, so I snagged that one up. Dark Knight's Death Metal 4 had plenty of variant covers, so I snagged this one up. I grabbed the Superboy Prime one, even though I hate Superboy Prime, just because it still looks like a cool cover. And, of course, Jon Stewart cover there as well. Flash number 763 had a variant cover that I snagged up right there. Justice League Odyssey 25 had a pretty cool variant cover, so I snagged that one up as well. Rorschach had a couple. I know there was a lot of stuff going on with Jay Lee a few months ago and all of that stuff, but I picked up the Jay Lee cover for Rorschach number 1. So it's out there. And of course I snagged the blank variant or the pseudo blank. I don't know. They're just, for Rorschach number 1. Strange Adventures, I got the Doc Shaner cover right there. The cool thing about the variant covers for the Strange Adventures book is they mirror one another. I'll show it to you side by side here. Get it out. So here's the Mitch Gerard's one, and here's the Doc Shaner one. So it's like the family's flying together, but the daughter isn't there. So it's pretty cool that they went ahead and did that with the book. But yeah, I pick up both because it's Strange Adventures. It's Tom King. Tony Daniel did the variant for Superman 26, so I snagged that one up. And of course, we have the amazing Wonder Woman 764 had a variant cover, so I grabbed that one up as well. No real special orders. I did get a graphic novel in, the YA, the graphic novels for young adults. There was the Swamp Thing Twin Branches book that came out, so I'm going to check this one out. A handful of the books that I've read are really cool. This one, actually, I didn't notice it until now. It has, like, indented, it's an indented cover. So, like, the cover has these lines through it, like it's actual foliage, like, it's kind of, like, textured. It's pretty cool. I did not know they had done that. But, yeah, a lot of the DC YA stuff's been really good. If you get a chance, check it out. I definitely recommend it. And that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're picking up. If you have questions, right down there. Keep it nice. The internet's a bad place anyway, and we don't want to add to that. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording episode number 471. There'll be a link in the description below. I did not get a chance to change last week's over, and I need to do that because I completely forgot. So I'm going to go update last week's pull list description to include episode 470. But yeah, we talked. There wasn't too much news this week. We answered a couple listener questions. So check us out. Links in the description below. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon by going to www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. You can also help me out a little more directly by purchasing anything through any of the Amazon links here or at conspiratorbrock.com, or heading over to my eBay page and grabbing something from there. I am in the process of needing a new desk and a new chair. This chair has been with me for a long time, and the piston is going out on it, and so I'm in the market for a new chair. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Leave them in the description below. But yeah, this chair served me for a long time, but I think it's time to get a new one. So yeah, hopefully those stimulus checks come, because that would be great. But yeah, we'll see. You can also you can follow me on Twitter. Kind of. My account actually got suspended through, I think, just an algorithm through Twitter's like automatic thing where they looking for things that are a certain way. I tweeted something that was nowhere near what it thought it was, but it took it as something that it wasn't. So I am appealing it, but I am in the wonderful stage of the appeals process where I have to wait for Twitter's response, and apparently they are busy right now, and it's taking them longer to get back. So yeah, so be careful what you tweet, because you can automatically get suspended and you didn't really do anything bad. So yeah, but you can follow me on Twitter if I'm still there or when I get reinstated. So yeah, my handle's @BrockSager. Hopefully that doesn't change, because yeah, I don't want it to change. So yeah. that's pretty much it. I got a lot of stuff to catch up. I did get caught up on a lot of stuff. I finished The Boys, was great. Check that out if you have not. Yeah, I got some reading to do, a whole bunch of other stuff. And for now, I'll see you next week.